Welcome to the channel. We're so glad you're here. We love you, and God bless you more. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update or new video from us. Stay connected and be the first to watch our latest content.
I am suspecting Sophia. She is up to something. I must find out what it is. Hey Sophia, what are your plans for the rest of the day after work? Honestly, I don't really have anything planned. I don't have friends I can hang around with, and I'm not used to going out much. Oh, come on, Sophia, don't live your life like that. Let's meet up this evening. It'll be fun. Okay, no problem. I'm open to trying something different. Great. You'll love it, I promise. I'm not sure if Sophia will be coming, but if she wasn't, I'm sure she would have told me. Celine, I'm so sorry for coming late. No worries, Sophia. I knew you'd come. You always do what you say. So, how's everything going at work? It feels like we've been swamped lately. Yeah, it's been pretty intense, but I'm managing. How about you? How are you holding up? Oh, the usual. Actually, there is something I've been meaning to talk about. It's kind of personal. Really? I didn't expect you to share something like that. Well, I don't hide anything from friends. That's surprising. I've always been more private. I don't usually share personal stuff. Why's that? My mom used to tell us when we were little that some things are meant to be kept within. But you're educated, Sophia. You should know that when you share your plans, new ideas can come in, and it can help you grow. I get that, but I've always preferred to keep certain things to myself. For instance, I've got this vision. I'm just waiting to get my promotion soon, and then I'll execute my plan. I've been working on something, and I'm really excited about it. I've got this vision for a new project that could really transform the way our department operates. Oh, that sounds interesting. What's the idea? Well, I've been researching ways to streamline our workflow and improve efficiency. I'm proposing a system that integrates all our tasks into one platform, automating a lot of the repetitive work. It would not only save time, but also reduce errors. I've already drafted a plan, and I'm going to present it to the board after my promotion next month. Wow, that sounds really ambitious. Have you been working on this for long? Yes, for a few months now. I've been gathering data and working out the details during my spare time. I'm confident it could revolutionize our work here and maybe even get us recognized at the corporate level. That's really impressive, Sophia. I mean, it's something I've never even thought about. It's such a big idea. And, honestly, I'm not sure I could ever pull off something like that. You could, Celine. Everyone has different strengths. This just happens to be something I'm passionate about. But I know you have your own talents that contribute to the team in ways I can't. I guess. But your vision. It's just so far-reaching. If you pull this off, it could really set you apart. I'm hoping it will. I want to make a difference here, and this project feels like the right way to do it. I'm sure it will. You're really onto something big, Sophia. Is everything okay, Celine? You seem a bit off. Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine. Ever since Sophia told me about her plan, I've been feeling so unsettled. That project of hers. It's going to make her my senior, no doubt about it. If she pulls this off, the company might give her a position I could never achieve. I can't just stand by and watch her take over. It's not fair. I've worked hard too. But if she succeeds, everything's going to change, and not in my favor. I need to figure something out. I can't let this happen.
So, how do you feel about the staff performances this quarter?
Honestly, it's been a mixed bag. Some are doing okay, but others seem to be struggling to keep up with the demands.
I agree. But, after going through all the reports, I think Sophia is the only one who truly stands out. She's been consistent, innovative, and her recent proposal shows she's thinking ahead.
Absolutely. Sophia's performance has been exceptional. She's clearly the most qualified staff member we have right now.
I think we should bring this up at the executive meeting.
Definitely. We need to discuss her performance and see how we can recognize her contributions. She's qualified for bigger responsibilities.
Agreed. Let's make sure she gets the recognition she deserves.
Excuse me, can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, Celine. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about some things, and I'm not sure how to say this, but I've noticed some issues in the department that I think are affecting my performance.
Issues? What kind of issues?
It's just, I've been feeling overlooked in some projects, and I've heard some rumors about decisions being made that could impact my role here. I even found out that certain opportunities might be slipping away from me because of things happening behind the scenes.
Celine, this is the first I'm hearing of any of this. What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that there seems to be a lot of maneuvering going on that could affect my performance. People are making moves, and I feel like I'm being sidelined. I'm not sure what's going on, but it feels like there is a plan to push me out or at least keep me from advancing.
This is quite alarming. I had no idea you felt this way, or that these things were happening. Can you be more specific?
Actually, it's about Sophia. I don't have all the details, but it's like I'm being intentionally left out of key meetings and discussions. It's hard to explain, but I've seen how it's affecting my work and how others perceive me. I'm worried this could seriously damage my chances for promotion.
This is concerning. I wasn't aware that anything like this was going on. If what you're saying is true, it could have significant implications for your future here. We'll need to look into this right away.
I just didn't know who else to talk to. I thought you should know because I don't want to lose out on opportunities because of things beyond my control.
I appreciate you bringing this to my attention, Celine. We'll definitely have to address this, but I'm really surprised by what you've told me. This could change a lot, and not just for you. I'll make sure it's discussed in our next meeting.
Thank you. I just want to make sure I'm not left behind while others move ahead.
I understand. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Hey Celine, can we talk for a minute? I've noticed you've been distant lately. What's going on? Oh, it's nothing, really. Are you sure? It feels like something's bothering you. You can talk to me. Honestly, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, if you say so. Just know I'm here if you need anything. Thanks, Sophia. I appreciate it. I can't be friends with someone who's going to leave me behind. If Sophia gets that promotion, it'll be like I've failed. I can't let that happen. I'll do my best to delay her promotion. I can't let her succeed at my expense. It would be a shame on me. I haven't been happy since I heard about her plan. It feels like I'm fighting against my own future. I need to figure something out before it's too late. But it seems like management isn't talking about my promotion anymore. What could be the problem? It feels like the devil is trying to play tricks on my promotion. I think something is really wrong here. I need to pray about this. Let me go see Pastor for some prayer support. I can't let these doubts and fears hold me back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pastor, I had to come to you because the promotion I've been expecting for a while now has refused to come. The management isn't even talking about it, even though I know I'm due for it. It just seems like they don't recognize me anymore.
I will pray for you, Sophia. But the Lord revealed that you brought this situation upon yourself.
How, Pastor? What did I do?
The Lord is saying that your inability to keep certain things private, even those that seem harmless, has affected how others perceive you. It's essential to learn the value of discretion and guarding what is meant to be kept private. This is a time for reflection and to learn the power of silence and discretion. Not everything should be shared, even with those who you trust. In life, discretion is a powerful tool, one that can protect your dreams, safeguard your destiny, and shield you from unnecessary harm. The art of keeping secrets, of knowing what to share and what to withhold, is not just about avoiding trouble. It's about preserving the sanctity of your purpose and ensuring that your path remains clear of obstacles. The Bible, with its timeless wisdom, emphasizes the importance of guarding one's words, reminding us that silence can be golden in a world where loose lips can sink ships. Here's why you should keep secrets and the profound impact it can have on your life. 1. The power of the tongue. Our words have the unique ability to build up or tear down, not only in the lives of others but also in our own. When we speak positively, encouraging and uplifting others, we are sowing seeds of life that can yield fruitful results. On the other hand, negative words, whether spoken in anger, jealousy, or frustration, can cause significant harm, leading to destruction in relationships, reputations, and even our own self-worth. This principle applies equally to the things we share about ourselves. When we openly discuss our dreams, plans, and struggles, we are essentially laying out the blueprint of our lives for others to see. While sharing can sometimes lead to support and encouragement, it can also expose us to criticism, jealousy, and even sabotage. The Bible warns us about this in Proverbs 13:3, "Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin." This verse highlights the protective power of discretion. By guarding our words, we can protect our lives from unnecessary harm. In today's culture, where social media encourages us to share every detail of our lives, the dangers of oversharing are more prevalent than ever. When we reveal too much, whether it's our goals, successes, or challenges, we open the door to various dangers that can undermine our progress and purpose. One of these dangers is the risk of inviting jealousy and envy. Not everyone who listens to us has our best interests at heart. Some may harbor feelings of resentment or jealousy, which can lead to actions that intentionally or unintentionally harm us. The Bible provides a powerful example of this in the story of Joseph, Genesis 37. Joseph, who was favored by his father and gifted with prophetic dreams, made the mistake of sharing his dreams with his brothers. Instead of rejoicing with him, his brothers became envious and plotted to harm him, eventually selling him into slavery. While God ultimately used Joseph's trials for good, this story illustrates the dangers of revealing too much, particularly to those who may not have pure intentions. In the spiritual realm, the power of the tongue takes on an even greater significance. The Bible tells us that the enemy, Satan, is constantly seeking to steal, kill, and destroy, John 10:10. One of the ways he does this is by using our words against us. When we speak carelessly, especially about our divine purpose, we may inadvertently give the enemy the ammunition he needs to launch attacks against our destiny. This is why it is so important to keep certain things between ourselves and God. In Psalm 141:3, David prays, "Set a guard, O Lord, over my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips." This prayer reflects a deep understanding of the need for divine assistance in controlling our words. By asking God to guard our mouths, we acknowledge the power of our words and the potential harm that can come from speaking too freely. The Bible also teaches us about the importance of timing in speech. Ecclesiastes 3:7 reminds us that there is a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Wisdom is knowing the difference, understanding when to speak out and when to hold back. When we keep certain things secret, we protect our plans and dreams from spiritual attacks and ensure that they unfold according to God's perfect will. The wisdom of keeping secrets is not about being overly cautious or distrustful of others. Rather, it is about exercising discernment and protecting what is sacred in our lives. Proverbs 29:11 says, "A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back." This verse encourages us to practice restraint and to be mindful of what we share. In practical terms, this means being selective about whom we confide in and recognizing that not everyone is meant to know every detail of our lives. It also means understanding that some things are best kept between ourselves and God. By maintaining this level of discretion, we create a safe space where our dreams can grow and flourish without the interference of negative influences. Moreover, keeping secrets can help us maintain focus and clarity. When we are not constantly seeking validation or approval from others, we can stay true to our purpose and avoid distractions. This focused approach allows us to move forward with confidence, knowing that our plans are protected and that we are aligned with God's will. 2. The dangers of jealousy and envy. The act of sharing our achievements, dreams, and plans with others is often done with the hope of gaining support, encouragement, or simply to share our joy. However, one of the most immediate and perilous dangers of oversharing is that it can provoke jealousy and envy in those around us. These emotions, though often subtle, are incredibly powerful and can lead to destructive actions that harm us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Jealousy and envy are not merely passing feelings. They are corrosive emotions that can take root in a person's heart and manifest in harmful behaviors. James 3:16 warns us of their destructive potential, for where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder in every vile practice. This scripture reveals that jealousy and envy do not operate in isolation. They bring with them a host of other negative actions that can disrupt peace, destroy relationships, and create chaos. When we share too much about our successes or plans, we may unknowingly incite these emotions in others. Not everyone who hears our stories will be happy for us. Some may feel threatened, believing that our success diminishes their own. Others may harbor resentment, thinking that we have something they lack. This can lead to subtle forms of sabotage, where people might undermine our efforts, spread rumors, or even actively work against us. The story of Joseph in the Bible is a profound illustration of the dangers of provoking jealousy and envy through oversharing. Joseph, the beloved son of Jacob, was blessed with prophetic dreams that foretold his future greatness. In his youthful enthusiasm, Joseph shared these dreams with his brothers, expecting perhaps their admiration or curiosity. However, instead of celebrating with him, Joseph's brothers became deeply envious and hostile. Genesis 37:4 says, "But when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peacefully to him." The jealousy that began with their father's favoritism was further inflamed when Joseph shared his dreams of ruling over them. Rather than seeing Joseph's potential as a blessing, his brothers viewed it as a threat to their own positions and significance. This envy led to a plot against Joseph, culminating in his brothers selling him into slavery. What started as mere jealousy escalated into a series of actions that could have completely derailed Joseph's destiny. Although God ultimately used Joseph's trials to bring about a greater purpose, the pain and suffering he endured were directly linked to the envy his dreams had provoked. One of the most dangerous aspects of envy is its subtlety. Unlike anger or hatred, which are often overt and recognizable, envy can lurk beneath the surface, disguised as indifference, passive aggressiveness, or even false support. Someone who is envious of you may smile and nod as you share your plans, but internally, they could be harboring thoughts of resentment or ill will. This makes it difficult to detect envy before it causes harm. By the time the effects of envy become apparent, such as when someone spreads gossip, withholds support, or actively sabotages your efforts, the damage may already be done. Proverbs 14:30 offers a poignant observation: "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." This verse speaks to the corrosive nature of envy, which not only harms the person who harbors it but also those who are the target of their jealousy. Given the destructive power of jealousy and envy, it is wise to be cautious about what we share and with whom we share it. While it is natural to want to celebrate our successes and discuss our dreams, we must discern when and with whom it is safe to do so. Jesus himself modeled this discretion in his ministry, often instructing those he healed or taught to keep his works secret. Mark 1:44. This wasn't merely about humility. It was about protecting his mission from unnecessary opposition and premature exposure. By keeping certain plans and achievements private, we protect ourselves from the destructive potential of envy. This doesn't mean we must live in fear or suspicion, but rather that we exercise wisdom and discernment. Proverbs 2:11 advises, "Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you." By being discreet, we shield our dreams from those who might seek to derail them out of jealousy. Moreover, when we do choose to share, we should seek out those who have proven themselves to be trustworthy and supportive, those who genuinely rejoice in our successes and encourage our growth. It's also important to remember that not every victory or plan needs to be publicized. Some of the most significant accomplishments in life are those that are achieved quietly, with little fanfare, and shared only with those who truly matter. The spiritual dangers of envy are also profound. The Bible tells us that envy is not just a human emotion but a tool that the enemy can use to disrupt God's plans for our lives. When we incite envy in others through careless sharing, we may unwittingly open a door for the enemy to sow discord and strife. In 1 Peter 5:8, we are warned to be sober-minded. Be watchful. Your adversary the devil prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. This vigilance extends to our words, as what we say can either fortify or weaken our spiritual defenses. Envy also blinds people to the blessings in their own lives, leading them to focus on what they lack rather than what they have. This creates a cycle of dissatisfaction and bitterness that can be spiritually crippling. When others envy us, It's not just their relationship with us that suffers. Their relationship with God may also be strained, as they become more focused on worldly gains and less on spiritual growth. Sophia, do you understand?
Yes, sir. By exercising discretion and being mindful of what we share and with whom, we can protect ourselves from the harmful effects of envy and ensure that our path remains clear of unnecessary obstacles.
Good. 3. The risk of sabotage. In today's competitive world, revealing your plans to the wrong people can have serious consequences. Whether in your career, personal endeavors, or even relationships, others may use the information you share to outmaneuver you or take what is rightfully yours. The Bible offers wisdom on this issue in Matthew 7:15, where Jesus warns, "Beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves." Although this verse specifically addresses spiritual deception, it also speaks to the broader principle of being cautious about whom you trust with sensitive information. Just as false prophets can lead believers astray, those who seem friendly or supportive can sometimes harbor ulterior motives that can derail your plans. The consequences of sabotage can be severe. When someone undermines your efforts, it can lead to missed opportunities, financial loss, and emotional distress. In some cases, sabotage can even jeopardize your future, especially if the person who betrays you holds significant influence or power. For instance, in the corporate world, an idea stolen by a competitor could cost you a promotion or even your job. In relationships, sharing too much with a person who is not trustworthy could lead to betrayal that damages your reputation or personal life. The pain of such experiences often leaves lasting scars, making it difficult to trust others in the future.
Ah.
The story of Samson and Delilah, Judges 16, is a biblical example of the dangers of revealing too much. Samson, who was gifted with extraordinary strength, made the mistake of revealing the secret of his strength to Delilah, whom he trusted. Delilah, however, was working with the Philistines to bring about Samson's downfall. By divulging his secret, Samson lost his strength, was captured by his enemies, and ultimately suffered greatly. His story is a powerful reminder that not everyone who seems close to you has your best interests at heart. Beyond the physical and emotional consequences, sabotage can have profound spiritual implications. The Bible tells us that our adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. 1 Peter 5:8. The enemy often uses those around us, especially those who are envious or jealous, to disrupt God's plans for our lives. When we share our dreams and ambitions carelessly, we may unwittingly give the enemy the ammunition he needs to attack us. This is why it is crucial to seek God's guidance in all things, especially when deciding what to share and with whom. Proverbs 3:5-6 advises, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." By trusting in God and being discerning with our words, we can protect ourselves from those who might seek to harm us. In addition, keeping certain things between ourselves and God allows us to rely more fully on Him. When we refrain from sharing every detail of our plans, we leave room for God to work in ways that others cannot interfere with. This not only safeguards our ambitions, but also strengthens our faith, as we learn to depend on God's timing and provision rather than the approval or input of others. 4. Wisdom in silence. In a world that often encourages oversharing and the constant broadcasting of our lives, the value of silence is often overlooked. The wisdom of keeping secrets is not about living in fear or being overly suspicious of others, but rather about exercising discernment and understanding the profound impact that silence can have on our lives. The Bible speaks repeatedly about the power of words and the importance of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. This wisdom is encapsulated in Proverbs 29:11, which states, "A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back." Discretion is a cornerstone of wisdom. It involves making thoughtful decisions about what to say, when to say it, and to whom it should be said. Not every thought needs to be vocalized, and not every plan or achievement needs to be shared. By practicing discretion, we protect our most valuable assets, our dreams, goals, and personal experiences, from being exposed to those who may not have our best interests at heart. Proverbs 2:11 tells us, "Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you." This verse highlights the protective power of discretion. When we keep certain things to ourselves, we shield our lives from unnecessary scrutiny and potential harm. This is particularly important in a world where jealousy, envy, and sabotage are common responses to success and ambition. By maintaining a level of secrecy, we avoid inviting these negative forces into our lives. One of the key benefits of keeping secrets is the control it gives you over your life's narrative. When you are selective about what you share and with whom, you retain the power to shape your own story. This control is essential in a world where information can easily be misinterpreted, distorted, or used against you. Sharing too much, too soon, can lead to misunderstandings, misjudgments, and premature conclusions. It can also result in your plans being derailed by those who may not share your vision or values. By keeping certain things private, you ensure that your story unfolds according to your timing and God's guidance, rather than being influenced or interrupted by outside forces. Dreams and ambitions are often fragile in their early stages. When shared prematurely, they can be subjected to criticism, doubt, or even outright opposition. This can weaken your resolve, diminish your motivation, and in some cases, cause you to abandon your dreams altogether. The wisdom of silence allows you to protect your dreams until they are strong enough to withstand external scrutiny. Consider the example of Nehemiah in the Bible, who felt called by God to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. When Nehemiah first arrived in Jerusalem, he did not immediately reveal his plans to the people. Instead, he took time to assess the situation, plan his approach, and seek God's guidance. It was only after he had a clear vision and strategy that he shared his plans with others. Nehemiah 2:11-18. By keeping his intentions secret until the right moment, Nehemiah was able to avoid unnecessary opposition and ensure the success of his mission. When we share our goals and plans with others, we may receive praise, encouragement, or even criticism. While positive feedback can be motivating, it can also have the unintended effect of satisfying our desire for recognition before we have actually achieved anything. This phenomenon, often referred to as talking the dream away, can diminish the motivation needed to follow through on our plans. By keeping secrets, you align yourself with these biblical principles of wisdom, protection, and discretion. You allow God to guide your steps without unnecessary interference from the world around you. Silence becomes a tool for spiritual growth, as it encourages reliance on God's guidance rather than human approval.
This is serious. I didn't realize it before. I understand now. I thought sharing a little private information with my best friend at work was harmless, but I see the importance of being more careful with what I share. I will work on learning to keep secrets and be more discerning in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.